Welcome to the very first episode of the Onwards and Upwards podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope that you take away something of value from this podcast. On that note, let's start. So, a little bit of background before I actually dive into all the reasons why I believe that understanding and working with our subconscious mind is important. I am 22 years old, but honestly, I believe that I spent the last 21 and a half years of my life living on an autopilot. That is, doing things without really giving them any thought, thinking that everything is happening to me and not for me, just being at the whims of the world, letting others dictate my life for me, etc. etc. But then 2020 happened, and some things happened to me that made me just pause and sit back and reevaluate on what the hell I was doing with my life. And those few months, July to September of 2020 to be specific, was just me coming to the realization of all these negative patterns and beliefs that I was living with and how they were subtly dictating my life for me. Patterns like codependency and negative self-talk and whatnot. And that's when I dived really deep into this whole personal development realm, which eventually led me to exploring the subconscious mind and spirituality as well. And that's exactly why this podcast is kind of going to be a mix of all of these three topics. In a way, learning these things literally transformed my life and the way in which I perceive myself, this life, everyone else, everything that has happened to me so far, and also the way I look at the future. So you can say that my whole outlook has changed for the better in just the past few months, and I feel like I have lived and experienced and learned way more in this time than I have in my entire life so far, which is why I feel so strongly about sharing all of this with you guys. Also, once I got all of these downloads and I started working with them, everything has changed for the better. From the way I view myself to the way others treat me, the opportunities that are coming along my way, the growth I have experienced, or just the way I look at the challenges that I encounter these days, everything has changed for the better. So I'm really excited to share all of these learnings with you so that you can implement them yourself and experience these amazing things in life too. I'm so sorry if you hear the voice of these crows and birds. I'm recording very early this morning because my house is a madhouse otherwise and there's always people talking. I'm really sorry if the recorder picks this up. Anyway, to the point. One of the tools that really helped me grow in the last few months was working closely with my subconscious mind. And when I found out that our subconscious mind literally controls over 90 to 95% of our operations, honestly, I was shocked. I had no clue and really wondered why no one ever talks about this. Like 95% is a lot and it literally controls the way we live our lives. So it's important that we understand the functioning of our subconscious mind. And it's crucial to know that our subconscious mind is nothing like a conscious mind. It's way more powerful because it's operating from the background and our lives are mostly being dictated by our subconscious minds and we are not even aware of that. So every pattern that you have, good or bad, every belief that you have, again, good or bad, every dream that you have, everything is the work of our subconscious mind. And the good thing is that our subconscious mind is malleable. We can change the patterns, beliefs, and ideas that don't serve us and transform them into the beliefs that can help us lead our best lives. Another reason why I believe it's important to work with the subconscious mind is because it does not have the ability to reason like our conscious mind does. Whatever you consciously believe to be true, your subconscious mind will believe that. For example, if you say that I'm smart and you believe in that truly, your subconscious mind will believe in that too. It won't reason with you and say, but you failed in class 5 or something like that to argue with this statement like your conscious mind can. It would simply accept it as the ultimate truth and will dictate your behavior accordingly. So if you consciously and truly believe that you are smart, you will reflect that in your behavior and the way you live subconsciously because your subconscious mind believes in that too. And this is absolutely great if you feed yourself with conscious thoughts that work in your favor. But if you're caught up in that negative self-talk rut and keep saying and believing that you're not good enough, or that you're ugly, dumb, poor, or whatever, your subconscious mind is going to believe that without any hint of a doubt and control your behavior accordingly to maintain your belief in that thought, because it always wants to protect you. I hope this is clear enough. So you will have more instances in your life where you feel more dumb or ugly or whatever negative self-talk it is that you're feeding yourself with and your subconscious mind with. Which is why it's really very crucial to consciously observe your thoughts and feed your subconscious mind with values and ideas that work in your favor. And you can do this in a number of ways, using affirmations, meditation, visualization. I will definitely discuss all of these in detail in the upcoming episodes. Why I love this so much is because you can consciously choose a life you want for yourself and use these tools to get your subconscious mind on board with this dream. And what happens after that is that your subconscious mind starts believing that you can totally manifest this dream into a reality. And you unconsciously start doing things that will push you towards this dream life. For example, I can give you a story that can back this claim up. I don't know why I always knew in my heart of hearts that I will be successful, that I would never have to worry about getting a job or about my finances. This for me has always been a given since time immemorial, and my subconscious mind was always on board with this idea because I truly believed in this. It has always believed that I am going to be successful. The result was that I manifested a job that paid me fairly well out of the blue even before I graduated from my college, and my career has gone uphill since. It was literally out of nowhere, you guys. Suddenly, in my third year, I had this weird urge to apply for jobs. I don't even remember why I had that thought, and I just ended up applying for a couple of places. And it was so out of the blue, and it was so random, and I did it so casually that I didn't even find it important enough to tell my friends or family about it until one of the companies I had applied to called and asked me to come down for an interview. And 2 days later, I had the job, and it was so great. The people were very understanding. I made great friends there. The environment allowed me to learn so much. It was the perfect first job. So this story can serve as like a perfect example of how once you believe in something completely, that is consciously and subconsciously, it can totally manifest into a reality for you. And the last reason why I believe that working with your subconscious mind can transform your life kind of ties in with the story I just told you. The subconscious mind literally acts as the bridge between you and the universe. It is literally connected with divine forces and energies that are always meaning to serve you. So your gut instincts, your intuition, the vibe that you can feel around someone or something, all of these are your subconscious mind's doings. And listening to them is always a good idea because they are always coming from your higher self. The idea to apply for that job was so damn random. It just popped in my mind out of nowhere, and I followed through. I listened to my gut, and so many amazing things have happened to me since that. Consciously, I wasn't even thinking about getting a job, but my subconscious mind, because it is in touch with my higher self, knew that doing this would help me grow, and that's why it nudged me towards that direction. This might sound a bit more spiritual and woo-woo in comparison to the previous points, but I want you to think back to the time when you did listen and did not listen to your intuition or gut. Chances are the outcome was a favorable one when you did listen to your intuition, and wasn't a very good one if you didn't. I, for one, have experienced this a lot of times by now, and I have learned to trust my instincts. It might be a little tough for you to tune into your intuition in the beginning, especially if you have never done this before, but you get better at it as you try to get better at it. Anyway, to sum it up, working with your subconscious mind can really help you create the life of your dreams because 1. Your subconscious mind controls 90 to 95% of the way you operate. A big number. Number 2. It blindly believes in whatever you tell it is true. Doesn't matter if it works in your favor or not. It just accepts your beliefs and then works according to those beliefs. For example, for a long time, I kept telling myself that I have confidence issues, and my subconscious mind made sure that it stands true. So it gave me literally everything from stage fright to social anxiety, and now I'm feeding it with ideas that will help me and my subconscious mind let go of this belief. It's obviously not a day's work. We need to understand that these beliefs have been imprinted on our subconscious mind and to some extent on our identities, and it takes a while to let go of them and replace them with better ones, but it's definitely possible if you do this consciously and consistently. Number three, it acts as the bridge between you and the universe. It's always in direct contact with energies that want the best for you. And they usually speak to you through your intuition, dreams, and gut feelings. So it makes sense that you just quieten the conscious blabber and listen to the higher powers that know and understand better than you. With that being said, I want you to just sit quietly for some time and analyze your current situation and correlate your beliefs with this situation. Chances are that if you are facing some financial issues, you have been telling yourself and your subconscious mind some story, the result of which you are in this situation. For example, money is hard to earn, or you need to work very, very hard to earn money, or money brings in a lot of problems, etc. etc. Like in my case, I have always struggled with confidence issues because I kept telling myself the story that I'm not good enough, that I don't look great, that I don't have a good physique, or that people are always going to be judging me. So there's always a story that you are telling yourself, and your subconscious mind is believing that and is repeating that for you because it does not know any better. So do this little exercise where you just sit back and analyze your thoughts and your beliefs. Make a list of the beliefs that are serving you and the ones that aren't. Pay attention to your thoughts, focus on the good ones, notice the negative ones that come in, and give them a positive spin whenever possible. Tell your subconscious mind a better story, make it believe in it, and your life will definitely change for the better. I really hope that you found this episode helpful and enjoyed listening to it. It would be wonderful if you could follow or subscribe to this podcast and maybe share it with your friends who could benefit from it. I also talk about all of these things on my Instagram, so you can always check me out there. I will link my handle in the podcast description. Thank you so much for listening to this. It really means the world to me. Lots of love.